She's the opposite of me. She's a bed by 8.
Yeah.
I'm like up late.
Funny.
All right, so we're good to go.
Okay. All right. We're just going to give you a foundation from it. Just as you do the drills that they have set for you for the triathlon to work on so that you don't get bored in the water and you don't feel like you're struggling. There's these 3 things. These are all propulsion type of drills. But the foundation of swimming is just learning how to float in the water, and I call it balance. I like to illustrate it with a big triangle. We separate the triangle into 3 pieces. This is the foundation right here. You need to know how to do this. This is what will make you the best swimmer out there. You have to know how to be balanced in the water. That's just floating and learning how to float. Balance. That means everything in the back of your head, all the way through your legs and your arms. You're all on the surface of the water. So as you do the drills, no matter how you're moving, it throws your balance off. We can all float straight in the water, and it's a nice and easy thing, and then you have to breathe. And when you go to breathe, everyone pushes on the water as if it's hard, and the water's fluid. It's hot. It throws your balance off. So every movement you make creates a different balance scenario. A lot of these drills, they'll isolate something, but they're actually working on the top part. So you have to, as you're looking at these, you've got to be able to be balanced in everything. This middle part is streamlined. Means tall. The taller you are in the water, this is tall. This is slumpy. Slumpy. Tall. I'm suck your stomach in here. Your neck. You don't want to hold anything stiff, but you want to be held tall. And swimming is done through your core. In that tallness, this is the streamline. Squeeze your ears between your arms. No matter where your arms are in the stroke, even if one arm's down here, one arm's up here, you want to pretend your ears are still between your arms. And you want to stay as tall as possible at all times. That means keeping one hand in the forward motion at all times. Here we get into the propulsion. This is where we move in our arms and our legs. But look at that. We're moving our arms and our legs, but that is not the foundation of swimming. Swimming is this and this. Alright? So in the propulsion, I always liken, we've got the arm strokes. With my arm is the radius of the circle. My shoulder is the middle of the circle, right there. Got 4/4 of the stroke. Alright? This first part, 1/4 is a catch. 1/4 is a finish. quarter 3 is recovery. Quarter 4 is an entry. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Did I do that right? 4.
Yes.
Catch. Finish. Recovery. And entry. Always in your propulsion, in addition to remembering to be balanced and to be tall in the water, in a horizontal fashion, tall. Your propulsion, always remember to have your hand, your fingertips, your hand is lower than your elbow. The catch involves, in the first quarter, bending down in a 90-degree type of angle. Right? Meanwhile, this hand's still up here. You push the water this way. As you're pushing the water right next to your body, underneath you, you're reaching with the other hand. I just made myself taller. So we're actually learning how to swim glide side to glide side. So this one is now ready, but it's going to anchor itself in the water. This one recovers with a high elbow. Look, my hand is still lower than my elbow. It comes around and you do a switch kick. One long kick. It changes that here. So you're going from one side to the other.
So you're actually, the kick has to do with the arms? I mean, I
Yes.
never connected the
And
two. I just
actually, long distance swimmers learn how not to kick. Because kicking is huge muscles. And as you know, huge muscles make you really out of breath really fast. And if you're doing the triathlon, you don't want to have to kick that hard. However, to do these drills and to learn balance and to be streamlined, you have to learn how to kick. So when you get into the propulsion, there's a rhythm to it. But right now, for this, just try and stay balanced and then work on staying tall as you work on the drills. So, would you like to get in and we can do the drills together?
Yes.
To catch up. I need my cheat sheet.
Bring it on over.
Whatever your drills are. Okay. Catch up with that top part of the circle. In the straight line position. You want to keep one hand out there at all times. The catch up is in the water.
This is catch up.
Keep one hand here. Here. It catches the hand, and then it moves down, and it catches this hand. You're not allowed to move this hand until the other one catches up to it. And when do I breathe?
Can't move the hand until the other one catches up to it.
What do you want me to do? I want you to just try it. Just right in place. Just one arm at a time. Okay. High elbow.
High elbow. Now we're doing high elbow. High elbow. The next one is
Side kick.
side kick.
Aha.
This is where you breathe. Is that what you said, Sandy?
We're going to put you in a side glide type of position.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to tuck this way. But one hand is over your head in that front leaning position. So we're actually isolating the place where you can breathe. You're going to have your head connected to the top of your arm.
Head connected to the top of your arm.
And your other hand is going to be on your hip, and you want your hip to be on the surface of the water. And you want your belly button to be facing the wall.
Belly button facing the wall. Side kick.
Nice. Yep. And as you turn your head to breathe, keep the top of your head in the water. Keep your head connected to your arm.
Where should my chin be?
Head connected to your arm.
Right here. Yep. All you're doing is moving your head back and forth.
So my head straight, not tucked. Straight.
Okay. What's the next one?
Next one
That
is.
one, I asked a question.
Oh, she has a question.
So I didn't hear what you said. You changed your head, but you
I
put your
did.
head out.
She
So
just
you
did
read
her-
just to be comfortable.
When
Right?
she did it, she was keeping the water level around her face.
That's okay.
The back of her head was attached to her arm, which was perfect.
Okay. And then
Now,
she
if she
like,
wanted to learn to breathe or to practice breathing, or to pretend there's this red dot on the top of your head, you keep in the water. So you're really just blowing bubbles into your armpit, and then you come up.
That's to practice breathing.
Got it? Did you hear all that?
I'm working on it.
All right. A zipper.
Zipper is next.
Fingertips straight inside of your body for the whole recovery. Okay.
This is a zipper.
3 and the 4 part of that apple. Recovery. And then do inside your body, the position that you're in. Right? And it's a zipper. Zip!
Just do it once.
Yeah, you can do it once.
This is a zipper.
So
High elbow, high elbow. Ah! High elbow. Zip it, zip it. You want to zip it.
So you're zipping up the side.
Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Yeah. There we go.
That's it.
Yes. That's right.
Zipper.
All right.
What's next?
I like to call this single stroke. All right.
This is
I know
six-
this is it says 6 kick switch.
6 kick switch.
However, I call it single stroke freestyle.
Single stroke freestyle.
One
Okay.
stroke at a time, and you're using your kick. You're learning the rhythm of your kick with your inner body, your core, to be able to go from one side to the other in order to do.
Using your core to go from one side to the other.
So we're going to start on one side. I'll do 6 kicks on one side. I'm going to do a zipper. I'm going to kick through my zipper. I'm going to go on to my other side and kick there.
So one side, zipper, and then go to the other side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, zipper, and go to the other
1,
side.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And 6, zipper.
Okay? Keep your head down low.
Keep your head down low.
Very good.
Ooh.
Isn't that relaxing?
Said, is it relaxing? It looks relaxing.
It looks really good. Oh,
Yay!
all right, next one. Shoulder tap.
Shoulder tap.
That involves how you're finishing up the zipper.
Finishing zipper.
You want to tap your shoulder
Tap your shoulder
before you put it into the water.
before you go into the
And
water.
when you enter the water, this is actually number 4 in your circle.
Number 4 on the circle.
Import entry. At 45-degree angle.
45-degree angle.
After you tap the shoulder. Here.
Tap. 45-degree angle. Reach. Zipper. Tap. Nice.
Very good. You have no problem with this.
That's right.
You can have fun with this. Awesome. It's fun to practice. You're still working on your muscle. You don't have to figure out you're going fast. It's more important to hold your stroke together than it is to feel like you're going fast. Because if you're able to hold your technique together, that's what makes you fast. Okay? All right, single arm. Well, we just kind of did that with
Yep.
the zipper. Fist. This is an
fist.
awesome balance drill. This will really help with the balance and it also helps with the catch. So hands,
This is
instead
fist.
of having them so that they're like paddles, you put fists together and you just swim in your best technique in fists, trying to keep the back of your head, water trickling over your shoulders, down your bum, and all the way to the tips of your feet. Right, so I'll come this way.
So using your fists.
So I'm kind of doing everything just
You're
with the
just
fist.
doing everything, yep. This. There we go.
Using your fists.
Good.
When your hands are open, should they be closed or open?
Actually, it's more effective to have what's considered a bear claw.
Okay.
Bear claw.
Not this way. This actually creates tension.
Okay.
You want no tension. Zero.
Okay.
If you can have like a bear claw,
Okay.
you're actually going to be able to catch more water in this fashion than you do here
Okay.
or like that.
Okay.
So it's just like
Natural,
it's just
yeah.
a natural loose.
Okay.
So you want a bear claw.
Yeah, a bear claw.
Got it.
And is there one more?
I think there's one more.
Kick sets.
Kick sets.
We don't necessarily have boards available right
Right.
now. I will go over what the kick is supposed to look like.
Okay.
And it's actually better to focus on the kick without a board anyway,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Fantastic.
As far as technique for swimming goes, using a board is awesome if you want to do a sprint workout, but it's not necessary in order to become a better swimmer as far as technique goes. So let me just demonstrate what the kick should be. It should come out of your hips. The kick should come out of your
Kick
hips.
comes out of your hips.
And it's not that you're bending your quads, your big muscles in the tops of your legs in the front. You don't want to bend your knees, but your knees are going to bend. But you want to kick with a straight leg. So I'm going to demonstrate this on my back. Here. Kick comes out of your hip.
Kick comes out of your hip.
Actually moving your hip. The kick is not.
That's not the way to do it.
I'm going to do the big knees in freestyle to show you the difference between a long kick and a short kick.
You're gonna do long kick and
This is
short
not
kick.
how you want to do it.
Not how you want to do it. Knees are too bent.
See how much bending I'm doing?
I don't think I really saw. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm sure you got it.
I
right?
got it.
Okay. You really want to be able to kick from your hips. Okay.
Kick from the hips. Cool.
Float like that.
You're going to be awesome.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Any other questions? Anybody have any
Yeah, are
questions?
there any questions? I'm here 5 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and Sundays. So if you were to come in and swim and you have a question about anything that they have in your workout, I can help answer them. Okay? If
5
you
or
have
6
a
o'clock in the
question
morning
about
on the
how to
weekends,
do
she's
something
here to
in a
help.
drill or swimming, even swimming, even the other strokes, anything, I can help you. Breathing.
Breathing.
What would be your number one? The single stroke.
Asking about breathing.
Since you're able to do it in a pool and you're not actually sighting anything,
Doing it in the pool as
you want
opposed to
keep
sighting.
Your head in line with your spine.
Head in line with spine.
Try and envision you're not walking down the straight this way, right? That throws your balance off. You want to try and keep that balance so everything moves together and you can move your head.
Is there like a rule, like 1, 2, breathe, or 1, 2, 3, breathe, like in the beginning? So
freestyle is pretty much anything you want to do.
okay,
Even in like competitions. If you were to swim breaststroke in a freestyle race, you're not going to be disqualified because anything's freestyle. So it's just a matter of learning the best way to be least resistant in the water. I mean, if we're
At least resistant in the water.
if you think about it, I'm going to demonstrate a very non-functional way of swimming, and this is what everyone thinks they're balanced, but they're not. Their hips are way down here. For every inch my head is too high in the water, my feet are 4 inches too low. So a lot of people actually think they're swimming really great, but they're like in this angle. How low my hips are.
Right.
So her hips were too low.
So you really want to keep the top of your head in the water. You want to keep it in line with your spine. So I'll show you with the breathing. Right?
She's showing breathing. Keeping your head in line with your hips.
You just want to keep the extension of your spine. Right? And you just turn your head. You can turn it from here. So you can turn all the way so that you almost
Putting on your back, yeah.
spot because both eyes are out of the water. You don't have to do that extreme, but that's a really great way to be at the rest and make sure you get enough air. You don't have to think like you're constantly moving. It's actually, swimming is more of a glide to a glide. You need to learn how to find that instant of stop and point, and that's where you breathe. All right.
I get there and on my way back I'm winded. Like I feel like I need a break. Like I feel like I'm not consistent with my breathing. So I'm always feeling like I'm out of breath.
This is it. Right here. Stop. Right here.
So you can turn all the way over to breathe if you
Get
need a break.
enough air. There's no reason for you to be moving constantly. Make sure you have enough air.
Make sure you have enough air. Okay.
All right. If you come in early in the morning, I can help you out a little.
In the morning, are you almost guaranteed to get a lane to yourself, or is it quite
Not always. Because of triathlon, all you guys are coming in to swim. So, yeah. There's some people who don't mind swimming with others, and there's other people who there's no way, and I'm not going to send you in their direction.
But is it like the whole time you're here from like 6 to what time are you here till?
I'm here until 9, Monday through Friday.
She's here for me.
No. A good time is like 6:15, 6:30.
6:15 in the morning is a good time to come.
And then another time, like 7:30. It's like everyone comes in waves.
Right.
And we've been really fortunate with even, a lot of people here, they like to have their own lane. And it's
Everyone
really
likes to have
been
their own
nice,
lane.
even if I've got 6 people in here, one person will come in as one person's coming out. So it seems to rotate very well.
Is there any etiquette we should know about?
We have a lap lane etiquette. Normally,
So there is lap lane
when
etiquette,
more than 2 people
which is up on the wall.
If you're swimming 2 people lane, one person stays on the side of the line and the other one stays on
If there's 2 people in the lane, one stays on one side, one stays on the
Is that
other.
what it is with the triathlon? If there's 2 people, 2 people max, and stay up.
You're gonna stay on one side. Yep. She's asking if there's 2 people in the lane, they're gonna stay on one side. Everyone's gonna stay on their own side. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you.